Hey guys, what's up? Roshi is here. Gonna keep this quick. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Let's hop into it anyway. This deck is Belax Mono Fire. You'll actually see in the gameplay, I was playing a slightly different version, but I figured it would make sense to do the deck tech on kind of the more tuned version. My original version wasn't using cards like Vadius or Mid-Chief Salus and stuff like that, and I think that was kind of a, I don't want to say a mistake, but it was just kind of a different line. Whenever I built that deck, the meta was a little different, so I think this version is a tad bit better. There's another thing you can also consider. I'm not actually 100% sure Belax is supposed to be in the main deck. There is a potential world where you play Belax in your Blazing Salvo market, and maybe main deck Gloves of the Pyromancer instead. And then you put Belax in the market, and then you only really go for Belax whenever you have Grand Suppressor in play. That way it's not a non-bow like half of the time. But yeah, this deck's sweet. I'll try, like I said, the sweet deck. We'll keep short and sweet. We're just kind of curving out here. We got a lot of really good 2-drops. Might Weaver is really, really solid. Combos very nicely with Prism Golem. We do have some non-bows in this version. Grand Suppressor will turn off our Vadius, and it will turn off our Siege Train. Siege Train isn't that big of a deal, but Vadius is. So make sure you don't don't try and curve Grand Suppressor into Vadius, because it just won't work. There are easy ways to play around this, though. It's if you've got Vadius in your hand, just don't play Grand Suppressor. Or wait until they kill your Grand Suppressor to play your Vadius. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to do. It's totally reasonable, and actually I ended up doing this pretty frequently, to wait to play your Grand Suppressor until you have Belax in hand, so that turn 4 you just play both. And then you don't have to worry about playing around Flash Fry or other weird stuff. Perfectly reasonable. Taheen Splits. I know a lot of you don't have this card. I do think it's a very good craft, but you could replace it with something like Inferno Den or just more removal in the main deck, like Flash Fry or whatever. Perfectly reasonable budget options here to replace Taheen Blitz with. However, this card's absolutely insane with Might Weaver. It'll come down and slam in the face for 10 damage, assuming we don't have any power to pump it at all. So keep that in mind. This card's really good. It just gives us some insane top end and ways to close out games. I still haven't found really the best configuration for this deck, and I'm not sure I'm going to find it. I'm not really huge on aggro. I just really wanted to play a lot with Belax, and so I threw something together. It's fun to play. If you ever curve Grand Suppressor into Belax, you're just really set for that game. It's really hard to come back from people doing that. And even if they do kill Belax, if you get 1 or 2 hits in or just lock down combat for a few turns, you're still looking pretty good. So that's pretty much the list. It's really straightforward. We play guys in attack. There's some nuance to how you do things, just sequencing so you don't troll yourself with Vadius and Suppressor. But other than that, we play guys, we attack. If they don't have removal, they just die. So that's the deck, guys. Enjoy.